Oh, good morning all. You can see it's a beautiful morning today. There's a bit of a breeze blowing, coming in from the southeast. So I've got the rear end of the back of the iKamper facing pretty much to the north. So the iKamper's copping the wind coming in from that direction. The reason I mention that is because it's got to do with one of the mods. With this particular mod, the first one I'm going to show you, which I only just recently got, it's only installed it for the first time yesterday. The main reason I actually purchased that is one day when I had heavy rain, there was actually quite a bit of water was getting in under there, and I had to make sure that door was closed. So I saw this on the iKamper website, and it's called a vinyl canopy, so it's see-through. So basically it just zips onto the front of the fly on the iKampers. The iKampers have a zip, as you can see there, that you can mount some accessories. I believe there's a awning, and there's also a fully enclosed annex. And another one many years are not aware of is this small vinyl. So last night it actually rained, and I was able to leave this door open, and I had no problems of water going inside, which is excellent, because up here on the eastern coast of Australia it gets quite warm here, so you want to leave as much as the doors and windows open to get that nice cross flow breeze. But another advantage is it actually stops a lot of the flapping that you get when the wind is blowing. So that's one of the first mods I wanted to show you. Now another one is to do with the power and lighting. Okay, so these iKampers, as many of you know, by standard, they don't come with any power or lighting inside, as some pop-up rooftop tents are. So a company here in Australia has came up with a kit, a lighting power kit for these iKampers. So basically it starts with here. So what you can see here, there's an Anderson plug here, so that's plugged into my deep cycle battery. Okay, so it's just two. This kit involves just drilling in two small holes into the iKamper flooring. Okay, there's one there just to get the power leads to run through. And part of the kit you get this outside light, and there's another little hole there, okay, which is filled up with silicone. So you get part of the kit, you'll get an external light, and you'll get two internal lights, so I'll show them shortly. Not only you get two internal lights, there are also SIG light power points and USB points as well. Now the lights, this one particular outside, it's got your white light. Okay, so there's two buttons on here. Now the button's built into the light fixture itself, so you don't have a separate switch. And there's another one, is an orange light. Now the orange light deters insects, mosquitoes, moths and so on. They're not attracted to the orange light as much as they are with the white light. So I tend to leave the orange light on all the time. They're very minimal power draw. These are very efficient LED lights, and they're waterproof. There's no problems with any water. So I leave that on at night and it lights up this area down below here, including the ladder. So at night time if you need to go a quick toilet break or whatever, there's no issue. So I'll show you the rest of the how I'll just climb up into the iKamper and I'll show you the rest of the. Now we've got an entrance light here, okay, which can be adjusted to point any way each other. So it assists with lighting up the entrance way, and to turn that on just hit that button there. Okay, now these are from a company called Nava. Okay, so that's your entrance light, and it can be bent out of the way. It remains inside the iKamper, so you can bend that flat, so it lays flat along there and it won't get in the way. So that's the second of the three lights I want to show you, and I'll just climb inside here. And the other one is mounted up on that little aluminium frame, so it's just screwed onto that, and it's the same light as the one that's the external one that I just showed you that's under the flip out front floor. That one's slightly different in such I've got a, not only has it got the two switches there, one to choose the white light, the other one to choose the orange light. This one here has got an additional switch that is mounted to the floor, just there. So with that, it's a dimmer. Not only can turn it on and off, it's also a dimmer. So to turn it on, you just turn it that way, and the higher I turn it, the brighter that light gets. So I'll show you, I'll turn the light on now. So I'll just turn it on. So that's the low setting. Now if I turn it up, it'll go right up to bright. So you can see what sort of range they are. Otherwise by default that light will come on bright, and it's a bit too bright in here. I like a nice low light. So that's ideal for reading whatsoever, and more than enough to see what you're doing. And when it's time to go to sleep, you just switch the light off down here. Now in order to, if you want to have the orange light, there is no switch down here to change the lights from the orange to the white. You just need to press that orange button there, and the orange light will come on. Now this kit also comes with all the wiring, everything you do, and a detailed set of instructions on how to install. It's not that long ago that I've installed this, so I haven't finished the wiring, I haven't tidied it up properly yet. Now, you also get, with this kit, you also get two of these power points here, including the kit. Okay, so there's one on this corner and another one right up there, another corner. So this one here has got two SIG light sockets. Okay, one on the other corner, I will show you, has a SIG light power point, which I'm using now. That's another mod that I'll show you very shortly. And it's got USB points over here. Interchangeable. You can add more SIG lights, change them over, put more power USB points as you please. Now, if I show you here some of the wiring Okay, so this is the wiring that's coming in from the Anderson plug on the outside. So it's all got very heavy duty power, so you can run quite a high draw item in here through the SIG plugs. As you can see, it runs to, you've got a power point that runs off to the left, which powers the two front lights, and you've got these power points that run off to the right. One runs to the light switch, the other one's got the heavy duty 12-volt cables in there for the additional SIG buckets. Now another mod I've got on here is this fan. Okay, it's a common fan. It's one of the better, if not the best, of the fans that you can get. Only used in caravans and so on. A number of rooftop tent manufacturers here in Australia with the hardtop tent, the A-frame pop-out ones, are actually supplied with these fans. In Australia it's quite humid and hot. So it's a variable speed fan, extremely low draw power. Right now it's on the medium setting, so if I press that button it's on fast. Now that's blowing, obviously you can't feel how much breeze that's blowing, but there's quite a fair bit of wind blowing through that. That's off, and that's low setting. Now I don't know if you can hear that, I can just barely hear that. So at night time you'll hardly have any noise from the fan. So generally at night you just run this fan. If it's really hot, extremely hot, you'll go to the next setting. Once you get to number 3, it starts making a little bit of noise, but if that's blowing quite a fair bit of wind. But even at number 3 setting, that's quieter than most fans you get, other fans, 12-volt fans on the market at the low settings. Now it can be adjusted every which way that you can imagine. I can turn that left, right, I can flip it, almost practically flip it around on its own, and I can flick that around like so, and that bends up there as well. Now to mount this fan, I use C-clips. So you can see there, I've got these 2 C-clips. So I think you can find them. I think they're 17mm size, if I recall. And they just perfect size just to clip on this bar. So I can mount that anywhere along the bars here. It'll also hold up if I mount it on an angle like so on the bar. And you can also mount it onto these gas struts as well. It'll mount there as well. So if you want to sleep, instead of sleeping this way, if you want to sleep that way, you can mount the fan up onto those gas struts. So there, and last but not least, the next mod I've done, now because there's quite high humidity here, so we can suffer a fair bit from condensation. As I found one night, the base was totally soaked, so I did some research, and what you can see here is a condensation mat. Serves 2 purposes. It's actually surprising how much, even though that's only 1 centimetre, it's surprising how much comfort that has added to the mattresses. As you can see, the mattresses on the iKampers, I think this one's only about 5 centimetres, 4.5 centimetres, thereabouts. But in saying that, it's a higher density foam, and I must say, it's the most comfortable mattress I've laid on that's only that thick. Okay, I myself have got no problems. I don't need any additional mats. Some people do. but I find this, particularly with the added 1 centimetre, the condensation mat, I've found it comfortable enough to sleep on without having to use a pad. So I'll just move this mattress, give you a better look. So there it is there. I got 2 pieces. I actually bought a queen. I had to cut up a bit, and I got a single, and I cut them down to match. So I basically got the whole floor covered from edge to edge. Okay. And when I pack away, I'll leave this one in place, and that one there, I'll remove that and place it in between these 2 mattresses on top here. So that's it. That's all the mods I can think of at this stage. I don't think there's any more mods that this requires. And if I do come up with any other mods on this, I will post a video on it in the future. So thanks for watching.